Welcome, Wolfpack, to episode number 5 of our Transport Fever 2 Let's Play series. If you are just joining us, it is early 1856 and we are completely out of debt and have $1 million in the bank. We will need to replace a train in the very near future, but we're trying to hold off for the next locomotive, which should be here in the next couple of years. In this episode, we're going to try and link our steel industry in the west to our industry over here by McAllen in the east. If you're just joining us and you're new to the channel, please hit that red subscribe button and set your notifications to all. Yeah, we'll make a nice little downtown area. I don't want to spend that much money on it, so we'll go off of, go right into here, and we'll make this like a nice little commercial corridor here. And then we're going to go ahead and upgrade this road here. We're going to lose one. Do we need to upgrade it anymore? No, it won't upgrade anymore. And we're going to lose one building there. So it did cost us a little bit of money, but this is going to be a very nice, what I consider would like to be a commercial area. We'll see how it works out. I don't know if it will actually be that or not, but we will see. And then what we'll do is we will connect those two roads up there. Right there. Straight across. And then we'll go from here down to there. That'll make the town a little bit unique looking, I think. And that'll give us a nice little loop for buses as well. Okay, so for buses, let's go ahead and we will look at our tram and bus stations, and let's see where we can make this work out for the best. If I come over here, I can put this tram bus station right next to the train station. That captures a lot of the town, definitely a lot of the residential, and we'll drop that in right there. And then we're going to put another one over here, and that road won't need to expand anymore. Leave it right on the road, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and put some bus stops in. We're going to put one up here. I'm going to come around. Let's plan this out. So he's going to come around here. We'll grab one right here for sure. I'll come around over here. Yeah, maybe they'll stop right in the center of town, right over here. They'll go up north, stop up here by that industry up there. So now that we have these vehicles over here, we will buy them. They will be horse-drawn carriages. We're going to make 6 of them because we can only carry 4 at a time, and I think that's going to be, these are going to fill up really fast. That's what happened on the last one. And we're going to buy them for $143,000. We will put them right on. We'll come back to that and check it out in a little while. Our reconfiguration from the last episode, we reconfigured this terminal and the terminal down south with the for the oil industry, where we're routing our inbound oil in through this way and dropping off here, and our outbound oil is being taken out. The trucks are coming through here, picking up and then leaving. So that's actually, they're coming through here, picking up and then coming out this way and leaving. So we're in pretty good shape in that respect as well. Road vehicles are dispersing among the routes. We have people waiting at that bus stop. We have 3. That's a full stagecoach load. And we have 1 person waiting there. Not sure where he's off to. He's heading over to Washington Street. Oh, yeah, no, it's... wait a minute. We got to look at this line here. Yeah, he's got... This line, this bus line has to... it's got to come to the other side. Messed that up. So let's go ahead and put that bus line right there. Let's be careful about it, but let's go ahead and remove. You know what? We're going to leave that bus line right now. Because what I want to do is also reverse the route. Alright, so the train cargo yard will cover everything over to here, but this is still an industrial area over here. So we're going to go ahead and put in a cargo yard, a preemptive cargo yard, right over here to secure the ability to bring McAllen goods, maybe right next door to our headquarters area. And that should cover the rest of McAllen, and we should be able to get everybody goods that needs goods. So we will go ahead and drop this in. Not doing anything right now. It's probably just going to lose us some money in maintenance, but we can cover that right now. Let's see how our lines are doing right now. Our Tampa ore supply line is losing money. And our McAllen bus line is losing money, but that's only because they are brand new. The ore mine is definitely because of the trip. That's why that's losing money. And then we're going to do McAllen bus line number 2, and that's going to go the opposite direction. And that'll move people the other way. So McAllen bus line number 1 is good. McAllen bus line number 2, we're going to go here. Then it's going to go the other way. There, down to there, and then back. So now we have opposing loops that should increase the frequency and the direction of where they want to go. Build up our bank account a little bit, and I think we are going to look into expanding our passenger service. I think that a lot more people will be moving around this town once we start to get a passenger train moving around. We're losing goods over here because we can't transport them over here, but we have so much plastic over here right now. It's almost 600 plastic, and what we really need to do is get some steel over. So we are going to start to look at that. So we are going to run railroad tracks. We definitely know that we're doing this steel line over here. That's a little bit more acceptable there, 70-ish. Is that hugging the road? Will I be able to expand that road? Yeah, it should be fine. 75 miles an hour. Good. And then we will bring it out over to this way. But on top of the ground, I don't want trenches dug. That works. Make it slightly higher, but not too crazy. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to bulldoze this section of track over here. And we're going to put this train station in. We definitely have some other areas to go to over here, which is why we're doing this the way we are. So our cargo area is right there. And then what we want to do is we're going to put a street in. And it's really, at this point, just going to be a country road because we don't need it to be anything more than that. And it is servicing a little bit of Tampa here, and everything else of Tampa we will work on from here. All right, let's see. Where else do we have to head here? We are heading up this way, and we're heading over here towards McAllen and Mesa is where we're heading with these tracks. We do have a little bit of an incline here, but it doesn't look brutal because we're not going too crazy here. So yeah, it's a little bit of an incline, but we're gonna try to skirt this right along here. We do have a bridge. We have 2 bridges to build, so that is going to be pricey. So we're going to continue our construction of our line coming across here. We're going to go by contour, just like they had to do back in the day, and still do today, I'm sure. That's not unrealistic. That is a pretty steep incline. We're going to bring these tracks in a little bit more along the road so they're not up as high. What I'm going to do, let's get rid of this because I think we've deemed that this is not going to work. So that should alleviate that issue there. The other thing I can do is reroute this road and get it out of the way of the railroad tracks, which is certainly a possibility. It doesn't need to be such a crazy curve. There we go. And nice little country road cut through here, and then we can go ahead and get rid of this road right here as soon as the vehicles are off of it. And if need be, we can build a bridge over the railroad tracks. We can just cut the railroad tracks through and then rebuild a little road bridge over the top. All right, let's get some more track laid down here. So let's dump that. Let's do this. We're gonna cut the railroad track through first. Slight down angle, not bad. Go fix this road before we forget. Looks like an Illinois road right there. That's perfect. Might as well just connect it to that one right there, and then we will get rid of this dead end over here. May have gotten a little overzealous here on our construction project, but hopefully it will be worth it. And there we go. Yeah, that should work. Come out all the way across. That will allow ships to pass. See, that yellow did not allow it to pass. That'll allow ships to travel on both sides. And now we can bring this down over here, 75 miles an hour. A lot of money being spent here. It's kind of concerning. Lay some more track. Don't really need to cut through there. Maybe we will. Yeah. Right through here. That's a terrible road right there. Let's drop this. We can raise it up a little bit right there. How's that? A little bit of a silly looking bridge, but that'll work for now. Huge incline. Get rid of that. And we'll... Again, like I said, I want to make it somewhat realistic. I don't want it to look... just because the game will let me do it, I don't want it to look ridiculous. That's not my intention here. And they did have to reroute roads for trains back in the day, so... There we go. Not your most conventional bridge, but I think that'll work. We may have to tunnel through this hill. I think that's going to be the better way to do things, because I don't want to come up and around it for sure. Oh, look at this. It isn't bad. Tunnel's a lot of money, but I think it's going to outweigh what we were going to do in the first place. Almost $2 million in the bank, even though we're doing all of this construction. There is our locomotive we've been waiting for. Finally, January 3rd of 1858, we do have the General Locomotive. That's the one we've been waiting for passenger traffic, and that's the one we will use as soon as we're done building this bridge. I want to make sure we can get boats back and forth across here if we need to. We made landfall outside of Mesa. Looks like we are in business. We are doing pretty well. We're making our way back to McAllen. Let's get this passenger locomotive going. And we've been waiting for this for a long time. We got already have the line squared away for it. We have the General. This one is 95 horsepower, and it has the ability to do 25 miles an hour. This one can do 28 miles an hour, but it has 177 horsepower. Let's set the color to blue, and we're going to put on 3 passenger cars. It's going to be $1.6 million. We're going to go with it. That's going to give us 42 people that can travel back and forth. Should be good. Put it right on the passenger line, and that thing should be going. All right, now I expect to see a huge spike in the demand for this bus line. That's what I expect. And there's our first passenger train coming in right over here. And will it fit in the station? Yes, it will. It looks like we can fit one more car on it if we need to. He's not going to have any people on it just yet, so he's going to lose some money until we get some people over here. The liquid line is coming in here. We may have it change over here, because this will interfere with our passenger pickup. Alright, first passengers are on our first passenger train. Still getting enough people moving around, and we're still bringing people in both directions in opposing counterclockwise and clockwise motions. So I think we're pretty efficient over here in McAllen, even though we only have 6 vehicles. So that's good. I'm glad that worked out. Now we have 11 people down here, so people are catching on to the fact that, hey, you can go to Oxnard if you'd like. We have a good amount of oil that needs to go up to the plastics factory. We still have the McAllen plastic supply storing oil right now, waiting for our steel. Comes our first passenger train into McAllen. It's only got 3 passengers on it out of 42, but it is a huge milestone, and it's actually going to make some money here. $13,000 for 3 people, so that's a big win. It's going back with 9. So McAllen will be growing here in the very near future, is more than it already has. And we have big plans for McAllen also with goods and with building construction supplies. We have definitely accomplished a lot in this episode. We've started our main line from Tampa back to the east, primarily for our steel industry needs. We have also customized some of McAllen's roads and set up a bus route in McAllen and Oxnard. Probably the biggest achievement in this episode was finally the introduction of an intercity passenger train between McAllen and Oxnard using this new locomotive, which is sharing tracks with the two oil industry freight trains. In the next episode, we will finish constructing our Tampa freight line and hopefully get some steel moving towards the east and find another industrial good to bring back to the west to make that line profitable. Please don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the content, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that red subscribe button and set your notification bell to all. If you also enjoy survival and military content, subscribe to my second channel that's showing up there on the left. Continue this series by following the playlist popping up onto your screen right now, or by clicking the link in the comment below or the description. If you've caught up on this series, check out our Ostrif playlist that is showing right below that. Click any one of those links and we will see you over there.